manum na omo da no na omo kasa yeto aba ne we ye hu basis ne bi
oh so omo say bi buy
yeah cars ne be see port your friends a port me hu bi but me konya Fred Blewo stadium na ye koyo omo second me bisa ne sa question no oso answer me what I say and up to date man who constituency omunya for MPP omunya sa cars ne bi
ebi achi kwa na yesi emfa nko special prosecutor
yes for sa cars no but ye hu cars no up to date enti my question is adena last hour and normally government a wopa no ne normal bia afi na obepa hontuma obeda na di ama Ghana for say this is what I want to do more adenti asa normal sa de na wo ho no
kamna ye fam ha say na ye wono ne ya mamu sem ne ye political sensem no ye nyama brebe ye different from say de ye kusua no obukum say de ye ti won krofo aman so no base ye implement ya na say ye politics ni ade wo ye mamu ha ne Africa na say na ye different enti e kwan a politicians ne faso a o betimi achi nipa adwen no endo mo faso e kwan a ye faso a ye betimi achi nipa adwen na ya to abade amaye that's how ye adwuma from the one that to abade ma president bia ade a wo ye bia in the next 4 years e kwan be faso a ne party betimi
akọ anyway
sa na o maye ya
okay so me ne Agyembedi nkomo eno achi no ye ne Dr. Kuma Yehu Apia medical director Rabito Clinic and Secretary General NDC Professionals Forum and spokesperson on health health manifesto NDC muna menene ba besinko nya na ye din komo studio say ba health ho nsema wa ben papa I quite remember COVID-19 na MPP wo omo health and government no health committee omo kasa ma health no na NDC for so wo omo health committee omo so COVID-19 and he was part of NDC health committee yes na o just wa o friend na wono wa kasa na wa ye nti na ye be the highlight of MPP health in their manifesto. Of course MPP health in their manifesto when you say 1st December MPP for say omo the free say oh kidney problem now called dialysis say free but no omo nche say free forever and I say free for what make I say the health insurance CEO Kuma Boaje I can say yes almost started this year na I say health insurance for na hwe sa no man say no ma beti makoso and oko NDC manifesto no so a almost ka say Obamacare so under the Obamacare ye be wram na yedi enkomo pa me say Obamacare fa cheme Mahamacare oko US Obama na dibi buy no wo Obama say US Obama di Obamacare buy na Ghana so ye wo Mahamacare in case oba enti Mahamacare no yarebe na ebe cover hifo na ebe cover so this and many more and na yeba be din komo election 2024 John Mahama lead 51.9% in latest global info for polls no more dia ba no enya wan say global info dia ba because anytime who say be a favor MPP that e be one of these days e be betima a favor MPP Kofo's endorsement of Dr. Bawumia has tarnished his hey Alan Kojuche Mantene can say same way. Hey, but it's an interview in the MPP for mo ya dio. We had gender interview papa. Hello FM guy ni bisa question and I was like, "Whoa." I say President Kofoe, "Wona emma open so o ma emma no no omonyem no. Omukọ wo free." Enti omo ye wo omo free no. Ena na nado dan Kokufa do omo free education. Asem ben ena wo ka kire say school for. I say, "This is true." I was like, hey!
Top radio.
I leave you question and answer.
Almost no free.
Sano Kai, and uncle, what is it?
So on my warm free. Almost free.
And you'll be surprised for some and I'm a catcher, sir. I'm
almost no free.
Oh, rather such a way. Anyway, Abia na bad. But oh, yeah, bad.
Yeah, say interviews ni bi o ha. On say e bi o ha kra questions na dey am say mu.
When you be sad, what could be a yama questions?
Sure.
Sir,
yeah,
political party be.
Political parties and even some institutions. Omo your press committee they give you questions.
Why that? Is it because in Central for na ye ko yenimu yansa yenim
sometimes they are na binu mu yansa
in Central for
yes sometimes because baby a ono na dwene wo no ebi a enye no na eye ensemo a bi a amanfo peso moti two Central for no so bi wo ha ebi wo ha uni pa no kra oba program kwa wo kra wo mpewasem nti bi wa head a cheche na asem bi o peso beto ball na ebi eye bom ebi so ha sebe bi a na nimdie na ankasa na dibisa question no e wo fom Central for kra nyu obia na se garden te sa na e ma no kwase wo mbisa bia na blofo kra na akwa akoyira nti na ma wo ntimi express na wo se de wo space wo timi ye no so ade ba ko so me se eno so ye
ba say Ghana ha no you bisa twi bisa English
fine
but say if you need command our English no so then you go for twi
fine but eno so e say esan so ye way of friend say PR yidima organization na political parties no say ye was asem mu ya ye pese chire mu ye mama mfoti ase but bia na obi nso amebusa amaye
okay
so in this case no yes o dey if you have your question ko bisa asem mu nso maye
okay.
Na ye ntimi enchirem what you say na nipa nso atimi
enye saa so no mode ayenye saa man ne politicians ni mu Central for bi no
because
why organize press conference what friends Central for say momra yenkasa na me bedo you give me question to ask you I mean
yeah but Kwabena as practice no so nye Ghana nko a it me see elsewhere so but the issue ni say dey wo ka say akwa kodu ba bi say enne no say ye kwa akwa say dey maka say ya ma question ba ko but you can also have your own questions what you say obebisa say apart from this question maybe say we na no so obisa then nipa no so timi achichirim but ye no redu me bia na akwa say ya ma me question ni bia ma me kakra ka ho dia ase no a fe so kra ye kwa de we be san do question no asa ma question kra nipa no ase pe se san san kra de ma no
o say baby wo ho asa no ma na esi ye ma hu BBC in Central for bi o mo interviews ye president for bi no pe are you telling me say the president they give them question to ask them?
No, yes, they give them questions to answer. Sometimes, say, this is the questions they are going to deal with. This is the direction we are going to
go. That one day, say the interview, I remember who said this is area you defa. But you don't give me question to ask you.
Yes, and I make sure say nipa ne ma areas say these are the areas say quite the same thing as be one more questions. Because the area no the amount you go and study them and prepare for yourself for answers. It na sometimes when go over there anger no dem a wo na empany for na ye confused no they can't answer because when me say this is the direction I dem echo to no prepare no on that and would ne kofa say period say no ya bosika na ye say ya no when me say
my be bet na know you part of one of the political parties manifesto just 2 months ago right and I may be say no question be me show me no I di and I me call commercial break no be say yamfa baby I believe be kala mama
yes because they
former MP
because you not when we say the man is there ba be ka bia this angle to prepare no
I have it but this way say no so it's very important
and once all the man happen no
so what just say
yes
after also the yemra there omode man minimum
but
if you're a politician one thing I think I like about John Dramani Mahama is original platforms be any question
but that's what you think
that and I'm say that's my thinking
yes
on your bad hosa
yeah but that's what you think say with any question be our the question be onim nothing about what they are going to ask that's what you think yes because Obama ba has obeka say na Ghana for me say hu teleprompter say obi anim a worker say wo so da na adwen say asem worker
o ka free to me
by only for bibi so what you say so that's maybe
what somebody said John Mahama Yususa and that one I know no but who say and no man na ye koka ho say no more programming was hard no so
yes
but when you ask them question outside from whatever now they can still answer you
and I make sure say that's what you think say the question that will be say out of what you think say the man say on answer
okay
because you also don't know why say nipa because we ask that question you don't know say whether he have been briefed before or something or what what you say we all know say former president John Dramani Mahama is a communicator and ubisa na sembi obetime yi ano whether say asem na work na no kra na say no kra no obetime yi ano nice with the amount one hwe ya you be confused what you say that one won't me take it from him you won't for her for example let me say the vice president what you say there are questions ubisa na say you fumble even to say ade anya no kra kra no ontimi nka and when be our sra na or brushing off. But there are some people because they are good communicators. Yes,
how
did the amount
to confuse you and won't be missing back.
Yes, I want to hear. I bet you say I didn't know what kind of
okay. So Chrome Hano, you was senior journalist for Chrome Hase.
Yeah,
meboa. Omo mo ye adwuma na che no we.
Yeah.
And wo Jean guy make us a medal ho no so ebi no mo ho. Wo so be come medal
baby I didn't bet.
Wo say senior so senior wo medal ho no. And e wo mo afi no mo so aye we say. Menim ehefo na so munya mpanifo a they ask questions out to say we there wa bisa.
Kwabena say the what can say a bump mpanifo na sem say mpanifo ko ba. They won't call amateur or upcoming is a job for. They will call the big men now working with the senior seniors of the job. Man ye free from Momako. And this a corner go be a question na papa. E yen send job for good down for no. Any afro muso mun go be so mo call ya amfa. Because young free amateur, young free middle, you have senior for no so monko. Look at the people who interview President Kofo in Kumasi. Look at what Mushia former President John Mahama Mushia Nano if anything Mahmoud Bawumia with some like or more who am say they are on top of you know money do omoko. So omoko go be some questions in my
now who say yaba and I was say mpanifo no so no omo was some connection and then sa leaders no omo you free in that kind of and you audience and train all right but Adam for no do you think he can ask question to push you
but it's
normally it doesn't happen that way
but
say who say ebia say call cheddar ho na what to page on say na cheddar onye wadamfo unim no into question you feel so baby san no meboa uko minim se bia doctor ba omi ana say ala na minim do ye wadamfo but the one cheddar nye wadamfo no when you asking the question who you free wakuma mu bisa question but do ye wadamfo no o massage ne kakra
that's what I'm saying say senka professional ni kwa senka banesa because a question na me bisa question na a demand answers you said the year adwuma ye nim say the 5 W's and H and a year adwuma no ye nim say ye bisa asem na say nipa otifie bia no ete ase nipa no onni asem bisa bia wona dwenim that's how ye bisa no enti say wadamfo no no onyi wadamfo no na say question e wo ho a say obisa na e say obisa no na nipa timi yi anoma Ghana fo nyina timi etie but sometimes ya na akwa say the we can say bia minim no anase bia kakra bia su ha anase bia madamfo bi na adamfo no me no na ama ye bisa ansem bia se bia eni kwanse ye bisa but
me ne madamfo bi your interview you we see from no bisa answer about what's up na me so ba bia na metena ye Ghana fo seat na mete so what I say nti ade bi wo ho a I think I wa crab blame with that say normal bi wo ho a no ni say nipa no ni
but so sometimes that one too is there ye nyina so ye nipa and sometimes no so do baby na hu say nipa no e bia this angle what ne fa ho a e bia sebe o ntimi express no wan hwe ananim begu ase a uwie na asan ne koya damfo a wamboa no
okay all right so live on top 103.133 minutes after 7 Agen ewa ha say Brita o ma me dog ebeto aso but weekend na me hu no ma bi o social media meba Alan there no so na but me madam for the lie them so nsem na no kan che president ko force na but wa be patch o de be che no but MPP for the NDC for baby o mo ye campaign wo hwe Dr. Ness Amija mfini baby o mo start yesre mo a mo communicative mo nsam futuro ngo o mo yi mo to be honest because me yemfa bibi anto nchen ye wo leader bi wo krom ha me pen as me John Kofo enti betima ba se e bia na obeka bibi atia na ma okra ho ye mahi ama bia wo lose me vote enti mo hwe hawa mo ne sa mpanifo no bekasa sebi mpreduasa se Jerry Rollins etiase na se John Mills etiase na nkoti hwiche mumpo and you can go to him for advice. I think NDC4 will be proud of enti I mean it was below the belt wa be patch but na ehun hia the lie madam from Hot FM to here and that kind of ehun hia enye ba bia na en ba concentrate ni bi so NDC na mu e kan sembi se ye wo panyi ho ahwa na wo akora ho na pan no
no me friend
it's below them ehun hia
me friend me nua ba bi na me ka che ne se madam ya ni me bi wo ha menye you think ope John asem ope ba wo mi asem a no se we insult obi ene be ma sa nipa ne ho aye nipa na kono enye no
debi
because obi ho a ompe atem didie like otise obi didi obi atem a enya de ne culture enya de bi edetete no na ne ho mete but you kroma say na akwa say young politician young central for young for na mo ba no bi mo ho like energy bi aso mu kura no they think say so mo kasa say bibia should be normal or something but
yenyi those days in na ba na yenyi
but what say
and there me ya ne say one na omo benefit when this mu kura don't do that. Oh yeah. Do you know how much at the library when people and this mo? He's a friend is Ocha there was secondary school, senior high school. Benefits are man for nya onya bi kra.
E bi afin office o ke kan sama bi obeba light.
Oh come on. Nti ba bi ye na wunsu ade hu say ya ye di eche chogbo mba mu twa ye kra bo.
Say say dun kati aka. Caterpillar di kwan e wi no ofa so e say man emfa dey na si ade so. Sa no ka che say jo.
Ejuju bibia bo ye be wi
ye be ye kwan kama ko ta wona nsi so da
because caterpillar no ye kwa ye wi oba
because any pa no ye say wa boa ma ade na ye yi abehwe ase sebe ko traja nan no fita kama we hwe che no de bia
bia afi du ko si ba bia nye
yi sanity
what I say nti the la way there and that guy I just don't want to mention your name is Moma Papa 80 something years 4 and 5
Kwabena
84 enye better Charlie
if say
payin obi nye bi da ba kra
if say 60 years grandpa somebody ni mancrofo pe respecting ukroma like enye sebe obi akeke wa ye former president pen ye didi atemu aye kwa aye be on ti say papa no o ka bi
ba na ka de la pese kofo endorse John Mahama
I don't know
ade bi wa odwe ho a won ti ase o
I don't know
no matter what are you saying say President Kofo may endorse John Mahama?
I don't know.
Why? How?
I don't know.
Now who class or be endorse John Mahama? Umpon ka osan tifi obeka say odia ka na dey na President Kofo pa na endorse nka who misa won asem.
I don't know.
The political party kwa akansi and President Kofo whether you like it or not or yada John Dramani Mahama or yada John Mahama papa and John Mahama so yada no.
But Kwabena said the year can say kroma say politics na ye ni do baby ana like me who me te events lectures ni binim ne enkrofo enim wo mo a they are condemning a speech here events former president Kofo be kan ye aden no endorse Bahumia aden no endorse hey political party e na ba na be ye mu president abe ye mu president you aka less than 3 weeks e kwa akoto aba woni party ni problem bia asem bia mai na aka 3 weeks e beto aba osmamo ntoma ye candidate no
minti ase o
mamo ntoma me candidate na am de ne baaye no ana me de aba na ekoto me nyi obi ani na nko aka ne sa but Kwabena issue ni nyina ne say the former president John Kofo menim say ofiri so ye beto aba bia wo kasa ye beto aba bia former president wo kasa afutu de ma Ghana for no de amaye awie wono no de wo se na dwenem on country obi as obi ankotoma na adwene mu de o kan ono na adwene mu ne se ofi se nipa obetimi aboa eye Bahumia me from ono no political party na manyokom ye kwato aba wote ho ye di ni wie ye ma ne bai betena ho ansa na ye ma ne nsa so de a kire se o na ye fragment nti ba bia dura less than 3 weeks obe na o ka different story obe na o ka different thing
balance odwa se President Kofo endorse
odwa
your friends Dr.
Alan Chematin dwa and you see say the maka no na wo bobodi ne say ye onipa ba ko a me ma di na chi from 207 that na me ye younger yi from Kumasi all lunch in camp Alan Chematin lunch in camp e wo opposite events GBC ayi bi wo me refi ehodin garden bi wo I ho no lunch in camp 207 no I from Kumasi and me buy that time me refi business or something kumsin no when media we see he has a media team and me I was part of them and that's abre ye kasa bo Kumasi di Alan Chematin achi sa Legon I came to Legon to support Alan Chematin enipa bebrebe pa Alan Chematin asem because of John Kofo
wa bro
oh Kwabena asem na okay
2007
I'm telling you
now what Alan media team
I'm telling you me say Alan Chematin all lunch in the campaign ha me I was there ye wie ye na me say me da station asa na makọ nye me station kwa na me gasa me mra
o na say ye na totem bia na ye ka positive demand because of President Kofo
o ti ase enipa bebrebe pe wasam because of John Kofo tama oti ne ho a o yes o ko ya fafanto o be ye statement bi na me re ho ye say papa na yes statement no sign Kofosi Kofo never on your Kofo nearby. Why do you have to come and explain this one at this time? What in consensus your mouth to value? Kofo na do buy, no do buy, as they say, Munchi Muno, when he ano. In here will be a because ni pardon do Chrome say. Omo kwa dwum kwa say Koto aba Kofo beto ama wala. Up to date ye na enim say Kofo ba na ye ala no. Eti ye na ye feel say President Kofo de only nim Kofo ina. On beto aba. Kofo bi wachi a because of John Agyemang Kofo. And they will still vote for you. Enti say President Kofo go kan asem. Na so do office say won nya adwen because ba bi adu no. Oye political party ba. En waka bi ama ne political party. Wanya ne party na sinya nko ni pa foforo. Ebi o just go do ka say chedamra. And anka bega se ne nko mo me yala nche matin kura din ba party na owo mu abedi mampani mfinhia nwotwe no emu anu so omo an bedi nkunim enti se se wodi amoko ye nkate kwan okone diem dona Agyemang Kofo anka bi different bia wo wiase because nyina etu emu so ye MPP ni ena bibi na ekwa akoto aba ena bibi ni asoma na so MPP bedi nkunim a we so nwanwa ane de hin so ntu mu ani bere na o keke kansem a very bad very wrong ena betini vote su kura Olusu. Ebeti ni vote so. Ana so Olusu ana. Me see ebeti ni vote so. Sade na wo ye with Agyemang Kofo no wagu ne ho anim ase na ba bi akwakodu no. Pese Kofo o political career bibiem. O political career bibiem. Enti wa do go to afford na ne kwakontokwa. Ade na won ne kwakwa yi. Pese Kofo no oba be di former president mu president ana. Ana ade na oba bi politics. Oni political career bibiem no ka say ni political career ni wagu ne ho anim ase a. Won wa wie. Well, we anti statement is ankomodie na lanche matisu go di ye ka e de counter John Agyemang Kofo statement no de buy no hunya baby adu ya alanche matin me say me to madwum nyina me say yekoto aba John Agyemang Kofo to aba beto aba de ama alanche matin because me say no matter what any papi do achi because of John Agyemang Kofo nti eno mu di achi because me say wo no because party kwa Kofo ka se ba omi ade ko achim factor na de na alanche matin na de back Kofo fashion onte da. Oh, Amoka. They na say kabi. Enti nipa na ono ni din na e kata wo comment on President Kofo unnecessary. E hu nya kra, fa so bia ni so. E mfa hwe mre no. So obeso odi ne ho se wona ye, e mfa hwe mre no. You see, sometimes Kofo kasa adanche matin, sometimes edu ba bia political no onye strategic. This are some of the things I na me hu ana me say no President Kofo kasa asem no. Because that statement we okoye any kwasen ko ba ho kra obusa na woka chense papa che na adwen because oye party ba o kama ne party e simple o career bi no aka se ne career na de political career ben bi na Agyemang Kofo wo Ghana abi no be MP and assemblyman ma me na wase na ochina ye besa hia me da se wa fa bag no okay oze iska o bag ni na wa so be ye de na wa so be de Ochino famira na. Enkoma ye di panyi bi MPP panyi ba ko pa fresh so say owo beye ba ko mienu bi ono so pese onka enfrisom. Adumba wa afresh say on nkoma ye di no wo ba ko mienu bi pese ono so enka mimbisa na de pese onka. Aduma ko aba wi aboko de.
Oh, na me dia cheme.
Eh, o Ghana.
O Ghana pa.
Ami ase.
Metemu nka na ache.
Shoho, yes, shoho. I want you to yesie.
Good. Every say I'm a mono in na coming.
Only MPP near the be or sorrow say I'm a moon quay. Hey, do me. Now I say I'm come here, the usual word in Chaba community. Oh,
go out your chopper. The tia word you try say. I like and I'm present before so you offer because we need you so. And I'm say a doing nana. And I do so. Ninia pa ni President Kofo. E di President Kofo e no fa. E na ala so ye ninia. Enti mo bi ka pa e di ndewa.
Mami ntiwe.
Yo. Ninia bi aba no. E kure e ba ko pe. President Kofo no fa no. Wo ye president no na me ko ne bedroom ko to me nwe. Alan so be di ambassador ewa America oba me na MPP ni kase na Alan obesi me so etiminia asemo akoso no le ye papa Kofo de o sikasa ye no me wo fa no me entwaye
omumu hwan na entwaye
me say me papa Kofo send your Sibaka Sayano, a Dungora, me say, and pay.
Ade.
Inti and pay and say, who won't call me and son. I will mean now, so, no more respect to no more door. Let do this time, you have to stay neutral. You have to stay neutral in order for peace to prevail. Me and Penny Alan, or dear, or da or mama or my present for me, or da number my present for Kufa present for not from my review. Because I make fair, me pay justice. It is jam, me I know of a present for a coso Kufa Donsa. Open it, I'm going to Kufa do your Kufa, or you free me. All the sacrifice. So, the day politics not do. Okay, November 11, we failed. When they complain, say, Tamala, no young can cry. Oko cares me a record. They see Allah no free MPP. MPP will never be the same. And it will happen December 7th. Everybody will see it clear. Fair, Alan, see a MPP traditional and Allah not doing so. Me Alan, so Jai Alan who could be a kufa because now me prefer me pay justice. Me feel say na do me do so. And I am Alan so age on the side. It me Jani me who could be a kufa do it. E do kufa do wo ade a wa benefit. Ah we beneficial. Wo say no. Ade we Jai wo say no.
Aduma me time na me say wasem 2 na fe to aso.
Go ahead.
Who is President Kufuor?
President Kufuor MPP ni mapa ono anything J power and free rolling system. Me edumbo wa me hostulu wa America fra American Pennsylvania man award 2 3 2 4 me edumbo cost me $50,000. I edumbo wa did it.
Okay, so underline the word President Kufuor ye MPP ni mapa. And MPP ye denya
MPP ni won dey ba power for the first time.
MPP na ye den MPP ye den.
MPP ye organization eyeku oye funding member President Kufuor was signed dey ba power for the first time.
So President Kufuor ye founding member within that organization mo.
Yes, and was a bit dey ba power obi president. I am proud. Me, as I'm speaking, I am very proud of President Kufuor.
Very well.
I will prefer saying Kobe stay neutral.
Very well. Now that organization, President Kufuor, ye founding member, or the one leaders organization, Amanaba Pa, Abesum or my Ghana, Agent no, Anameboa.
Yes.
With another organizations, Anameboa.
Yes.
Okay. Now, or no founding the organization, ye founding member.
Yes.
Akono with other organizations, and you want him to be neutral. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Because a choir about Kufuor the fast.
Wait. And only free baby na ba bedru baby. Or choir obi fast whatever. And now manipulation about mu no. Now, not the person leading the political party, but that organization or your founding member and agent akono. And
yes.
Fine. Kwanya obi di be lead the organization ebia na enye right, but na organization no ejina akono, and you are trying to tell me say he should ignore the organization or founding member no lead man to support another organization.
I am not saying say or ignore. I am not saying so ignore. So
staying neutral and just why ignore no organization.
What's it?
Or stay neutral no. Meaning say why ignore an organization.
Good. There's so many ways of killing a cat.
Bini there here.
Bini say the na me expect me no offer or man paying for the can betting I endorse MPP. But so ka say nipa no mo wan Alan any Baumia any Mahama Baumia any nyansa se sanko for no any ense nyina menene nyade. Because sabi o man paying ba we di present pen Alan so modern suma wasum wa intimi kase sanko for no mi no ba Baumia ba ya no Baumia wa adwuma ma World Bank watara o ya adwuma ma World Bank Baumia ye failure ni edumbe wa me say na December 7 obi abi se Baumia ye failure ye the economy nti na ekofa ne bae economy na ye ne bae wa pro no wa ye ne poto hwe dollar ay 17 plus I don't oba na ye 4 plus eni nti na ekofa ba oni a won ka ye party ne ho wa be ku ye party no ye kufa do mo be ku ye party na maye na December 7 obi abehu ye besi Mr. Baunia will struggle to get 40%. I do say it doesn't matter how they have brought President Kofo to endorse.
You endorse whatever Alan Kojo Chemata catch President Kofo El Baumia Deno. The
Minia, let's say Alan Chama is only able to.
But if
the President Kofo can Minia, a friend saying Alan so kind. Also, before no their casa. Intimacy say also Obitimasa issue another statement no the Kurunia madam. Because you see, penny, but in me, said me know for President for one can say,
President Kofanka say,
you see, one can say, you quit a back up. Because you can tell me, say, Alan, a Baunian and say, Mama, as a million and say, and your friend say, Alan, it's not possible. Baunia is a failure. I don't know what say. Now, December 7 will prove it. Only 40%. But we will not get 40%. I don't know what we need to see.
And that was no contribution. Now, I saw Black Stars boys, a boy even I didn't lose our count.
And was here to President William Kofo. Could you believe some Senate come and say, pay you back, you are support to Blaster, I'm a motivate. Blaster lose the chest of Kufa the Libaonia, or me a finish. I don't know what I say. Blaster near the DJ and you come home. Because I went to my Blaster, I cried a mama and I practiced. I didn't get the Ghana Bama and my money. Your boss says matches, yet you work because you are motivated. You are motivated players. We don't care about the players. Bad poor management. I think that was it. And it will reflect December 7. I think that was it.
You blame me a GF, you blame me coach. You are rather blame the government.
I blame the leadership. I blame the president. Everything fall on him. Paperweight ministers and all the MSC or no whole results.
Mamma was say,
listen, Madam, I say, money and
Menkaho. So Adumba way MPP store now 10 and Kano. 53 minutes after 7, live on top 103.1. When remaining fan, say my pep student. Say omoma yesene ye numu nkana ye kama abrena abribia ene doctor abetna maybe san ensemba akomi no afa no ho goyle enso e boyen pa udi gu engine mo e protective engine ma no makoso kama mo some spices amaye na ye ho aduane ye mu so aye hwema ye de aroma of it no e super ujino bi da chi na or the some spices na ye na aduane de a anhwa na your wife akoko sans aroma na wo te kra no unti bi wo feeder eso Herbal Hospital ultramodern Herbal Hospital Nyankopon e dia fa na France so Dr. Sophia asi o cancer e dia magana fo name na okay top mega cash no unni bi da wo ho and memo di bi watem Glotra girls ama neka wia na swat e wo krom ha say security shade Midima for Herbal Clinic, Israel Multimedia 360 Clinic and backup data system adaroma and edijuma di ebro. Once again, my name is Kwabena Owusu Agyemang, the governor. Dr. Kuma Jehu Apia, Medical Director Robito Clinic, Secretary General NDC Professional Forum and spokesperson on Health Manifesto NDC Atlas. Dog akwa ba eti say
yo nchemotu makafanti
ye kamfanti ya
yo mechia wait for inara na brother Kwabena so musumi echa Kwabena musumi Kwabena
oh any tia ho officer oh you brutal
anyway so me check as a partner mezema top FM
yeah that's
my idea papa because them station is obayacha
pa
and you've worked very well.
Bibri abagu aton frequency
and thanks for this opportunity you bring zama na better na yemeche chensem kakra.
Yeah that's it. Yeah that's it.
Dey me ase.
Yeah so that's say ba media na you show pedigree but anajo ahomache enumre media frewa unya daje na no mudi nkomo no chese so woni pa hodo na odo my Ghana so
of course Ghana
so
is
yeah that's all the time
so yeah start again you go na nko abuchi em na mo afina a doctor she stayed in this country no che dey pede Ghana oye Hinara. Oh ye me.
There was a time na menu kushia yesan kushia wo anya asembia. I say anas videos yi yes. Also behwe bi.
Oh no no conference center.
Conference center.
Conference center. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. Kushia na ye bon komo kakra na ye hwe videos ye kohwe ba kra na bibi papa bi aje dem.
The advert was more than what
we wanted to.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
And no crying na wakano. I'm like it was less than even 15 minutes. Video. You could say that drama.
Don't take pictures.
Oh.
Anyway,
before you realize now media for no more try ya the yakika radio station about we say no mu yi chire.
That's all. But anyway,
this
is Ghana for you.
Ebe
Other Ghana. Ghana be easy although.
Na epebo
very much so.
Hey. From
Yako, I was almost late to your program.
Now, Okohebo Stadium, no,
I'm here TV. No stadium is it? Spectators are here. Spectators were not less than 15% at the stadium.
Oh,
didn't you watch on the TV? Even less than 10%.
I know Christine free.
Free.
Yes, we give 5 cities or moon so moon to no more.
Yeah.
And Ghana for ignore.
Everybody is disappointed, you know.
And I learned the latter part of the game, Cranny, sign your penalty.
A minute to you know, penalty.
Hey.
And our topmost player,
who that?
He missed it. Kudus.
Oh,
Kudus missed it.
Are there a case, Biana? What is happening?
Say, Bibi in Koduya, or Manuma, Bibi Chachima. Yeah, I believe that's the only thing because we have good players. I mean, we like it or not, they are good players. But say, what is happening in Ghana? You have to find a solution.
So we are going to sit home now and enjoy African Cup of Nations.
Maybe Cheba World Cup a year qualifies. What the way kakra. See, as a summer year, year. Of course, the qualifiers will be on the new administration. You know that, right?
And the NDC.
Of course.
Oh, that is a vim no.
Hallelujah.
What about
okay. After December 7, my brother, a year and I, Edumbe working. He knows what he's talking about. Everybody knows in Ghana, unless we do not want to say the truth. So to be at a different administration, there's a different sports strategies. And this is we feel there. Go to Moabwa.
By Emfa Bibianto Jam say sports under the NDC a year.
It should be better because at least a BBR touchma sports in the GAE.
Sports under NDC and
yes, bad. I mean, so that's every the past 20 years, and that's a young qualified to. There's a time a young qualified to AFCON. No, BB record. Or they and
I say for past years, you know, ABI quarter finals, ya finals na ya tiabo. As a yetiko actually.
Yes.
And if you drop it.
Yes. This year is 0 cry. We are in Group F. Failure.
Oh.
Ghana was in the Group F.
And I say,
top radio back. It's not funny anymore.
Anyways,
it's
anyway. Now Ghana to say.
Tell me. You know, baby, nyeme akeka kodun. Na say political landscape na makende Ghana. As His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kanu, we have to reset this country. Otherwise, we are going. We are deteriorating every day. We are deteriorating. All the indicators show that we are deteriorating. So we need to reset, stop, and restart again, Ghana. Because at a certain stage, you have to take stock of what you have done, where you are, and start from afresh. Because where we are going, if we continue like this, I don't know where Ghana will be. Oh yes, of course. Everybody's talking about it. Globally, locally, internationally, everybody's talking about it. And see, we need to reset this country. We have to salvage this country.
All right. Yemra MPP manifesto and NDC manifesto. No, true. No. You better compare the health.
Don't worry.
Oh, you're a doctor.
Yes.
Or you're a doctor. And what practice will or my we watch it?
Oh, it's since 1989.
1989. And our practice will Kruma.
Yes. Yes.
And you can't practice outside, Anna.
Not here. Why not?
Oh.
I finished school in 1987. Medical school 1987. I worked outside for 2 years and came over.
Only 2 years?
Only 2 years and came over. Because we had to start out, the usual house job. But anyway, It's all good and it's all good, you know. But at a stage in my practice,
it's saying starting your career, Bibia or Ghana, where we say where we
maybe then
like own practice be.
Oh, I'm retired but not retired.
Maybe make a public.
No. Since I manage
Rabito Clinic.
Yeah. 19 hospitals, and I manage 19 hospitals throughout the country.
19 private hospitals.
Yes. Rabito belonging to Professor Edmond Daly. 19, and I'm the medical director for the past 3.5 years, and I'm enjoying it because I said I wouldn't practice, but at least I'll supervise good work of this man. Actually, let me use this opportunity. Professor Edmond Daly turned 81 today. 81 today. He's still practicing.
And all practicing.
All practicing. I left the clinic. Oh yes, I left the clinic. He was still consulting. Last week he left the clinic by 7:30. He hadn't eaten.
Hey.
Oh yes.
Strength in free.
He's been a vegetarian since the age of 14, and he's 81 now. So you can just calculate how long he's been that. And he's very disciplined, very disciplined individual. So I used the opportunity to ask for God's blessings, more blessings for him. I approached him when I became his medical director there. Doc, why the interest in that human function? Also, I want him to die. He's stronger than me. And he's working. 81, he's very strong. Today he was dancing with us. So you can just imagine.
I been in Cancer, so we are doing Ghana now retire. I mean, na akoye bibi o hot say ebi anka wo ye wa manone after o service no bibia no sika wunya to enjoy life no you don't get that same normal no Ghana has say. How true is that?
Oh yes, of course. I mean, if you look at our system, I mean it be na yes special bond be at this stage we don't know where the money is, you know. But I left the practice from government practice and I joined the Dutch embassy at a stage. So I became, after several schooling, I became it's not about me. This program is about NDC.
Oh yeah, but yeah, the baby. I was a
health policy advisor for the Dutch embassy in Ghana, for 3 years. Then later I became the medical director for another American NGO for IPAS. We were looking after women's health. So for 16 years I was the medical director for IPAS Ghana. My wife too moved into the development world, and she worked for African Development Bank after completing her PhD, and also worked for Gates and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation as the health director for Africa. So Obiara UBB Africa, but not in the clinical practice. But now I'm in the clinical practice because I'm supervising doctors and nurses and everybody in 19 hospitals, right from Wa, Bolga, Tamale, Sunyani. I hope you're not going to charge me for advert.
No.
We have to.
I had more Sunyani that.
No. We have a clinic in Sunyani. We have two in Kumasi. We have Ho. Accra. We have 5 hospitals. We have 5 hospitals in Accra. Dansoman, Osu, La Paz, Dome, East Legon. Tema. We have 2. Committee 25 and Committee 11. So, and Winneba, we have in Kaswa, you have in Takra. And all these places, with these challenges, I have to manage all of them for Professor Daly. And he brought me at the right time to help him to do that.
No, okay. One who say, Savi Biaba, and Ghana ranking, on 7th. Globally, for most educated politicians.
I don't know about. I've not read it, and I don't know the basis for that survey. But sometimes I feel
source a global legislature database.
Well, let's pride ourselves and say that maybe it is true. But educated politicians, because some of our politicians, well. Who are the politicians you're talking about? Are you talking about those in power, those who were in power, or everybody?
Everybody. A politician. I mean,
villages name who educated one. Because If you say why are you voting for this gentleman? The type of responses you get, I don't think it's has anything to do with education. Somebody is voting because the father belonged to this party, because from this region, because from this tribe, because from this church. I don't think that is education. Education when you can actually analyze yourself and see why you should vote for this person. So if they say we are 70, no children can follow so with so would you because sometimes the reasons, if somebody can give you 50 cedis to vote for them, and for the next 4 years abandons you and said you are educated, not sure also
okay, Yamna manifesto. So, but before me, Raudi anymore. So, Osha MPP manifesto now.
Right.
7. Also provide better health care for all. So, also complete all Agenda 111 hospitals.
Yeah.
This ensures every district gets a district hospital. Recruit more doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals with improved condition of service. Bring healthcare service to your, bring healthcare service to your doorsteps by completing the for public health. Okay, me free Jose no na memra two. Scaling up health service. Establishing 2 additional sites in addition to existing Ukosina at Funsi and Kentampo to enhance drone delivery service and to ensure total nationwide coverage. And only Adeba Compression family D. Yes, and no crunch me press a ensuring the yes, okay, you should drone a home na who hear me pa. So Osha we say and this is in their manifesto, the highlight of their health we say, and Yensha same free health insurance what they are bringing up coming December 1st. One hour walk or dialysis and all in a walk on free.
Oh, okay, that's what you want to start with.
Yes, okay. Starting from before.
But let me make one comment on the drone. Okay. Dialysis for free. They are just trying to prove to us that you can use AK-47 to kill mosquito.
What do you mean by that?
Oh. You can kill mosquito with a simple spray or your anything on your hand, but you can use AK-47. The drone. Have you compared how much you spend on the drone to solve the problem that they're telling that they are solving? Is drone really solving problem for Ghanaians? I don't know. They say it's
because you don't want to know.
Oh no, I want to know. I'm interested.
So why you don't know?
You see, if you tell me that it's bringing blood from a center to another center, what I'll ask you is that who does the grouping and cross matching? Because you can't just transfuse blood because I find you are B positive.
I know what you do. Grouping and we say no.
So I can't pass my button.
Anyway, medical doctor and you can grouping and grouping and what? Medical term. So
you will be a blood group.
Yes.
Obedience is A. Obedience is
B. O positive.
Obedience is O positive.
Yeah.
AB. You cannot say A B must be a B. That doesn't mean you can use your blood, transfer your blood to me directly.
Okay.
We have to. I'll say yeah, sure. There was a I'm show me there. Some of the Biaran Cassi. Is it Ansana Ebeji Obini Bojano? Answer Beji Obini Bojano. Or there as be offended. You trying to do some tests. I'm a use a word in the paper use grouping and cross matching. You cross match, you for Boja Kakra. Now, if you Bojan Arbajano, now they say, you're the mixer, Bonibia is here, and you cross matching it.
Okay.
Not that the same B positive, no, it was in a paper. Into your baby in our ha. Near that drone, not drone that I call a if I Gumwa Nyano. I know that coming for Kudo. At that point, or then you'll be so by them testing the bill.
Okay. Don't be dressed or testing the bill.
Of course. So, how do you solve this problem? You can solve this problem by establishing blood banks everywhere. So blood banks. Okay. If you establish blood bank and make sure that there's blood, the store of blood in every facility. Do you need a drone? You don't need a drone for that purpose. So I said they've managed to tell us how to kill a mosquito with it. You understand?
So
it's a mechanic.
Are you trying to tell me, say, if say you have to give advice for drone purchasing?
Oh yeah.
Drone,
I will stop it straight away. Oh yes, I'll stop straight away. I will try to improve the infrastructure in every district. In every
introduction of drones in Ghana for that particular purpose, not necessary.
Time, hey, dog. Oh yes, I'm telling the truth. Do you know how much you spend on drone? Do you know how much you are paying for even non-use of the drones? And if that money, so you plow that into health infrastructure, do you know where we would be by now? Would have been by now. So you see, if Rwanda is doing it, because even Kigali, even a war, a hilly area. So if baby owners want to car to go another is very difficult, you can use drone to that for that purpose. You Marty. So it's not an argument for drone or no drone. Let's continue with that. So for me, amount of money, yes, send CCR on that. We could have used that to improve infrastructure.
Okay.
Right. And also build blood banks. Do the campaign for blood donation so that we can have blood bank in certain facilities. Or be easier for you to commute with ambulances or vehicles from one point to another point. You have a blood bank in, let me do one constituency with a blood bank there. Let's say what the next hospital you can commute to the vehicle, not a drone. So we can talk about drone forever, but for me, the amount of money we are spending, if you get to know, so if you care to know, I think that would have been used to establish or complete the agenda 111. I know you are coming to it.
Yeah, agenda 1. So you think we are spending more than what we are benefiting from the drone?
Market, we have used AK-47 to kill mosquito.
All right, I get you.
Yeah, mosquito will be killed by the AK-47. But do we need mosquito? We need AK-47 to kill? No. We need something cheaper than that to kill a mosquito. And can use that money you used to buy at the tour AK-47 as for improve health conditions in this country.
All right, so live on top 103.1 Dr. Jehu Apia,
yes, I'm
a medical director, and any didn't come on final point on top 103.1. Yes, dog after share.
Yeah,
NDC manifesto.
Right. Dialysis
yes what is Ghana, right?
There are a lot of interventions on its face value are good, because yesterday from June to December they're going to give free dialysis for those under the age of 18 and those above 60 between June and December. Why June to December? Ask yourself.
No more piloting.
Or a piloting,
yeah.
Need to man pilot for 8 years. I'm election boss no be piloting. Okay, that's fine.
There is time for everything.
Matsi. The time now close to the election, so very interesting. And from 1st of December, you ask yourself, just ask one question: why now?
Why now?
Why now?
That's the question.
So those who couldn't have, and also have you put the infrastructure in place for dialysis in our hospitals? So why now? You understand? From 1st of December to wherever. Let me tell you something. We are doing health today. But here there's a policy kakra from. In Biriba COVID, no also may free electricity, no free water. Okay, you ain't free. Obi want free no so what or the taxes. Up to today we are paying COVID fund. Why are we paying COVID fund? Tell me. Because we got free water and free electricity. And after that we paid for the past 4 years, we continue to pay. Everything you buy, you have to pay COVID fund. So if they give it to you for free, now son on you free. Son before because the was a tax law, then you ask yourself there will be more free dialysis. I'm here. Well, it will not happen. But if by some strange reasons, Baumia become the president, he won't become. But if he becomes the president, there will be tax on dialysis.
Oh, sir.
Believe.
The free that every free December, 1st December, no. Say what to abandon
until free till when?
That's the question I may be said. That dialysis for president, kidney then the president to say omuko share what's it till when and also when it there one shed and can be back. But doctor, and yes, okay, fine, on be free. Now say you have tax, now a bit to me, I'm on more benefit for and yet better.
For me, alternatively, NDC has given a solution in a
solution here there.
Why you today you mentioned something like instead of Mahama say Mahama Care. So
Mahama Care
established permanently to address some of these conditions, not the ad hoc one
forever.
When Henry John Mahama okada obeye and say you to find solution. I had friends in the US. What dialysis is that? They get it for free. How do they get it for free? But your child says they do dialysis and they are reminded to come for your dialysis because what time also, and they go and get it for free. So it can be done if the fund is established or when the fund is established. Photo abedemi scanning now yet to my dialysis for everybody who needs it. We sometimes say, brother, sometimes you solve problems from the end, the beginning of it. How do we try to address that? The issues of kidney failure or be reduced in this country. We know some of the issues of kidney failures in this country, right? Diseases that affect the kidney, we know it. Person is hypertensive, he has not checked it ever. Somebody is diabetic, he doesn't check it. Now it's about galamsey sunusu abakanwa with a lot of heavy metals, also of course, and a lot of our lifestyles. Kidney conditions. If we want to address that, I'm not saying that nobody will have kidney dialysis. I won't say that, but at least to reduce. You understand? So if you have a situation at obesity, the NHIS boss okay, we be there. They will make sure that they will, in their time, they will let everybody go to health facility to check your BP, your sugar level, which is good. I applauded it. But for NDC, you are not going to go. You are not going to go to the health facility to check your BP. We'll bring the facility to you.
Hey,
oh yes, because
how are you going to do that?
Oh, you're going to see. So if in the between 20 NDC period, you see chip compound. You know what I'm talking about? Chip compounds. We were able to complete 1,260 chip compounds. 1,600 at a different level of completion. If you bring chip concept to Nagasai today, we bring the health facility closer to you. You understand? And people who work there will come to you in your home, advise you on your lifestyle, check your BP, check your sugar level, and make sure that you are getting health. If you cannot go to facility, they are bringing it to you. That's the difference between ours and theirs. There, they advise you to go. Ours, we're bringing it to you. In our manifesto, so I can in Arabia. You know, I was ever can. Don't worry. Your health facility be you be seen lorry parks.
No. Still under Mohammed's care.
Bringing that to you, no. Just maybe your hands and okay. So those facilities in the markets and the lorry parks, you can go there. Give you the opportunity to go and check your BP.
So example is like Tamanamoye Kaswa interchange, according to the contract, they will miss a Wombisi hospital.
I'm happy you know that.
And so your friend drivers will be big here. They have to rush to the that place market for no sobeko honum.
I will even come to that.
Okay.
And get us your listener to be educated on that, how we can do that, and the whole complex of that. So when so catch you there, my thought, and the Bahama Care is giving opportunity for you to address issues of non-communicable diseases. In saying there, as you for non-communicable diseases, we see there the stroke, hypertension, kidney failures, and all that, or non-communicable. Those diseases, if you are so to know, it's for life. Only how to even handle himself because it doesn't have the money, it doesn't have the resources to do that. Mama Care provides that. Mama Care provides that will give you opportunity to have some care at that level. You get what I'm saying? You get some care at that level. The prevalence of non-communicable disease now in Ghana is around 46%. First, it's a non-communicable disease in low crowd. By this time, last time, look, go to Kolebu, go to the stroke unit. 26-year-old, 31-year-old. What causes that? This is what we want to prevent. Now we actually say solve problems so that sometimes don't let us solve it because the program has occurred. Let us solve it before the program occurs. You get the difference. So if you are checking your BP at the lorry park, at the markets, if they are coming to you checking your BP and you find your BP is so high, I don't know when the last time you check your BP. I don't know. I bet check so I advise you, Kwabena, that from tomorrow check your BP and call me. Check your sugar level and call me, because we want to prevent any occurrence. Because here in Ayakaho, a non-communicable disease, since here to 42% and it is rising. Those was around 20. So it is important that here in Nara check your BP and all that. With that, you'll be able to reduce incidence of those who will need dialysis, those who will need other interventions are able to prevent. So the Mahama Care it's a well thought programmer. Seem to address some of the things initially. I'm a CCR about to him. Where Galamsey and its effects. You understand? And they say it is also most of these kidney failures are attributable to the type of minerals we are consuming in our food, in our water, and all that. If you are preventing community, if you heal the community, your OPD attendance is even reduced by 60%. Those who go to hospitals, so this is all very important. Yeah, Ocean manifested them. It is MPP first that said we're bringing health to you. Of course, it's important that Agenda 111 will offer an opportunity for health professionals to work in serene environment. But finishing one hospital is not a shell; it's equipment and getting people who are trained to handle, new equipment that we find in such hospitals. So for me, they say it's no more 111. Do you know that? They say it's now 114.
Yeah, maybe check you say.
But you go ahead.
Establish the Ghana Medical Care Trust.
Yeah, John Mahama.
To support the cost of care for a person who chronic disease such as.
Who has chronic disease such as kidney failure. Yeah.
Kidney failure. That is that. Sorry, my microphone off.
Oh wow. So making
okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Me share American. So right. Under Mahama Care. Right. Under Mahama Care.
Read it. Continue.
Yes. Establish the Ghana Medical Care Trust.
Yes.
Trust fund to support the cost of care for persons who with chronic diseases such as kidney failure, that's dialysis, cancers, and heart diseases. Enti yam find
diseases.
Penifo na omo kidney problem.
Penifo.
Ghana for ina.
Yes.
Cancer ene akumayade no ho asefo ni na under Mahama Care. Mobile be used to side na show mo. That's fine. And the question ayibisa is it Abuaji da Costa health insurance?
Oh yes, fine.
Ebisa said, where are you going to get money to fund that?
Oh yes. He should have answered that. Abuaji da Costa is a nice person.
Oh no, there's one answer.
Oh no, listen, let me tell you something. The national health insurance.
Yes.
Whatever. Nese, the Tabon Act to National Health Insurance Fund and Tabon, I mean, we put a cap on it. The amount of money you generate, everybody pays for national health insurance. Everybody pays.
Apart from who?
Apart well, including those who have the cards and don't have. You pay for everything. You pay for everything. Next, initial from 2017, what they put a cap on it, so that we use only 35%. The rest go to government coffers. 35%. As I said, they reduced to 17%. Now it is 17%. Only 17% comes for the government to use that money for health service delivery. Do you get it? So 17%. And in our manifesto, we say we are going to uncap. You bury them tabon or daden, so that the whole 100% of the money. Do you know how much money comes into the coffers of the national insurance? You have no idea. If that money is saved for government, they can use to do a lot of things. Oh yes, of course. It's billions. So even the 70% gets us about 5 billion. dollars. How so? If you're 100%, calculate how much you get from that.
Okay,
So we are going to get money, even from that one thing I've explained to you now. The national health insurance, uncapping of national health insurance. It is one of the areas that you get a lot of money. Look at JDM's promise.
Maybe, sir, MPP for say will be used to national health insurance. Now, what they have share one now on dialysis. That's a one.
Yes.
Now, NDC are saying there's a mobile. You use same national health insurance to cater for dialysis now MPP for so on bayeno. Mobile cater for more cancer.
That's right.
And you use same your friend is saying national health insurance no to cater for more akomayare so more problem. Need free. So MPP is saying said they will use it to cater for dialysis for.
Okay.
And NDC so for kase ye de enye dialysis nko a. So wa akomaya de ne ho asefo a ya de bi e wo ho no ye the health insurance na be hwe na more cancer so ye de nti e bada e ho na NDC upper hand kakrache na NDC MP
Ghana
right?
For upper hand also in there you be them restrictions since your national health insurance no we are using only 17% of that for whatever you are going to talk about. We are talking about just as I say 17%. If you remove the cap on national insurance, you have 100%. So why can't we add other diseases?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we're going to get most of the money from, and for health infrastructure, for everything. Let me tell you something that Abuja Declaration, Declaration mandates every country in Africa to use 15% of national budget on health. 15% of national budget on health for health. Ask yourself, where is Ghana? Ghana is around 4%. So if we can use 15% of the national budget to cater for healthcare, what can't we do? You get what I'm saying? So some of these things, people think, where is the money going to come from? Well, yes, it will not be that easy initially, but we have ways of cutting down needless costs. We're going to have money saved. If you think health is wealth, right? You know that. So that if you think the health is not important, try it and see that you don't put money into it and how the country is going to be.
Ubeka's a very good policy,
yeah.
But the naming, why Mahama Care?
Oh, we named it Mahama Care. Not he didn't. We named it Mahama Care.
So
the manifesto.
Yes.
Or your trust
yes,
fund.
Afa.
Yes, Afa.
Right.
Abafa.
Now be a different government that take you over.
Oh,
with the name Mahama Care.
You see, generic.
Who say a hobby?
You read something about the name of the fund, right?
Yes.
What is it? Tell me.
Let me go back.
Please tell your listeners.
Let me go back and.
It's a trust fund. It's a trust fund. The name is the trust fund.
Established Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund.
That's right. That's the name.
Okay. Yes.
That's the name.
Trust Fund.
Yes, Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund.
In short, Mahama Care.
We named it Mahama Care. No, he didn't name it Mahama Care. We named it Mahama Care.
Okay. It is a new trust fund.
A trust fund.
Okay.
That is established to take care of all the things that you've listed. So if in 4 years' time, after 4 years, it's not going to be there. Anybody comes and the person is on Mahama, how are you going to call it? You go Kwabena Care. It's a trust fund. A medical trust fund is going to be established. If we think that it's a good thing to use the name to market it, why not? You understand? Because under somebody, them idea, bright idea, to use for that purpose. Why not? Why not use it? So we still think that we can defend it. We still think that we can work on it, and to establish the protocols or the bureaucracy to establish that Mahama Fund and the trust fund. And the trust fund is going to address some of these things. Children with cancer. Those days we were managing them only one floor and a small section of cancer. That was then supported by the some American group in Kolebu. Now they are not supporting it. If you go and see people dying from cancer, children dying from, and we don't have money to support such children, then the impact. You understand? You could baby offer Becky's tumor, not maybe a free baby American company over. They were supporting us in Kolebu. I used to call them, we work in Kolebu. And if we don't have funds to support such children,
what about health insurance? What the bay Juma? I say Ghana for MPP for being Phil say NDC for one kind of crowd on him say when President Kofo introduced health insurance.
Oh no, please, go back. did Kofo introduce health insurance?
When I introduced health insurance,
It predates him. But of course, when he came, he also made it, workable. So that's fine. They had a mutual health insurance. His brother, Adukufo, opposed it. Opposed. Do you know that?
Why?
Call him.
And I'm watching.
So
Ghana force President Kofo and
it doesn't matter. The propaganda. Let's leave for when you are talking about health. Let's remove propaganda. Let's go with the facts.
But when you say Obi awoye, you find say 20 years to 25 years. Obi say when a day health insurance, but work as a President Kofo.
Uncle here, Ghana. Nchawo the catch in Ghana for education, illiterate, education about it. Yeah, 7th in the world.
7. Yeah, that's 7.
Yeah, the 7th. Now, so one of the bread because some people don't want to get the facts. They don't want to read. They get all their facts from radio and television. I'm sorry, I'm not blasting radio and television, but we churn out a lot of information. Sometimes when you go back and realize that the history is richer than what we have written out.
I know. There's this hospital, St. Teresa's Hospital in Nkranza, in Bono East region.
That's right.
And I mean, they were doing health insurance.
Yeah.
Before President Kofo.
And who started it?
That's why I'm saying. Maybe that's why I say a whole minimum crop for when President Kofo buy now more year no crano. We now what do one in the free one because now a Cuba doctors and a Dr. Bossman and once for that's Jerry Rollins brought them in to do that. But I think it was a private hospital and no more health insurance. That doesn't mean say a beer Jerry Rollins in
those days in one near war. I forgot the name. You cannot move from Nkranza to Anamabo. Such that you use the Anamabo card. NDC time when you can use the same card everywhere nationally. It's on the NDC. So I'm not saying President Kufo, sorry, let me use it. His Excellency John Ajikufo didn't do anything. He did.
Into one-time premium or yeah, Juma.
One-time premium, it was a stage that somebody brought this idea to NDC when they put in their manifesto for 2008. It didn't work. It didn't work. So let's admit.
So where from?
So let's admit. No, but I mean, it didn't work. But let's admit sometimes things that didn't work and be very honest with it. You understand what I'm saying?
It was
it was an idea.
Idea. No one more manifesto.
Yes.
Well, Castle or the Bayer Juma. Bye Juma.
Let's say Nyama no ye Juma. If you are a manifesto. But implementing it is very difficult. Oh yes, Akufo admitted. President Kufo admitted certain things there. Only abandonment, no free. And you admitted them. I just say you admitted that no, I didn't know this until you became. And that's honesty with it. Let's be honest with Ghanaians, and Ghanaians will forgive you if you're honest with it. You couldn't have done it. There's a reason. Oyipakrono omitted that idea. You understand what I'm saying? But implementation was very didn't go well. For instance, that CCR say okay, don't pay health insurance, but everything that you pay in Ghana has health insurance components. Aren't you paying it indirectly?
Whatever you buy.
So the health insurance, everybody is paying for it. So what is this idea of paying how much? I don't even know how much you pay to register it. You understand? So that okay, let's pay once, but everything that you buy has health insurance component. So I think it's important that we recognize that. But of course, let's say that its implementation was challenging. Let's face facts and say that we have moved on to that everybody is paying for health insurance to work the way it is.
Mr. One question.
Please do.
And Nanado Danko are there been pan out of the bomb about one health sector? Be real, be sincere.
Oh, I'll be very sincere with you. Well, for me, when I heard something, one of the quotations from His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo during the COVID time, when he said that he knows how to bring back the economy.
For
me, that was a positive statement. That's a positive statement.
But it was a statement.
Well, of course. I mean, it was said by him.
But put in Juma.
Of course, 1 year Juma.
The statement, what kind of praise them?
Oh, that time I was happy with that statement.
Won't you praise them on one constituency, one ambulance? Be real.
Jesus. So, my brother, you see, when you're doing the right things, don't do the right things wrongly. Do the right things rightly. Say ambulance, if I tell you the person, last week I was at a program when Ghana Ambulance Service celebrated 20 years. And I was invited with some people who started a Ghana Ambulance Service. And let me be what do you call it? All modesty say that I was one of the members who started Ghana Ambulance Service. Okay? So we know the history. So if a government has come and been able to provide more ambulances, let's applaud. I mean, government is continuing. So the Ghana Ambulance Service said, do the right things rightly. If they tell you, even to buy spare parts for the ambulance service, the contract has been given to a Nigerian, will you be happy?
No.
Do you know how much money we are spending on somebody who to buy spare parts? And the person is the boyfriend of the Nado's daughter. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what
I'm hearing.
But we can't confirm. That's for the contract.
It has not been denied.
Nigerian.
It has also not been denied. We cannot confirm that it has not been denied.
You deny.
Hallelujah. So if I say do the right things rightly and we give you praise, you understand what I'm saying? You are talking about Agenda 111.
Yes.
First, don't rush. When COVID came, we were told that we were going to build 88 hospitals. Do you remember? 88. Later changed to Agenda 111. And there was a timeline to complete Agenda 111. Do you remember?
Yes.
And the timeline has elapsed. Long ago. So I said, do the right things rightly. If you cannot handle 111 and you do 50 and you complete it, I'll praise you. Refurbish it, equip it, employ people there, I will praise you. If you say 111 and now tell me that 40 of them are completed, 40, then I challenge someone and say, take me to the 40 places. I want to go and see.
If you happen to be the Minister for Health,
yes, sir.
Our Ghana has said,
and
I'm saying, oh yeah, finally say, yeah, chiche post one more.
What you say?
Kwabena
Owusu Agyemang.
Me Minister of Health.
No one can say.
Me support him. The first three things, and about your health sector, then
we'll do a helicopter view of all health infrastructure in this country.
Helicopter view.
I mean, there. Project His Excellency John Mahama start here. We abandoning. We'll take stock of all that. Project MPP was started. We'll take a stock of that to make sure that we have an idea throughout the country how many health facilities to be completed before we start anything.
With that helicopter, you can't do that.
I'm not a helicopter view. I'm not a helicopter. Man get a drone view. Helicopter view. A total, go around and see. Yes.
I mean, just to get it.
But let me also tell you that what I would do. I mean, we are just proposing in case it happens. When you treat the community, you save a lot of money from OPD attendance to hospitals. I just said it here. If you treat the community, OPD attendance is reduced by 60%. Oh yes. So I will make sure the community is healthy. That's why chip compound is so. The chip concept, my use of words, chip compound, the chip concept.
Yes.
It's so important that we bring health to you, so that OPD attendance will reduce. You understand? After infrastructure, His Excellency John Mahama or started with Naberanoa. Since you are abandoned Wukumans, you know most of them. I don't need to list them. We have to take stock of all this infrastructure, including what the MPP is doing, including maybe the Lajana Hospital that might be built or not built. You understand? Including all that, so that this is where we have, this is what the status of Ghana's health infrastructure is. That is the first thing to do. 2, carry health to the community and make sure people are healthy in the community. You reduce the health burden in hospitals. Let me tell you one. Do I have time?
We have time.
Yeah. There was one guy one doctor in the UK in the 18th century, a friend John Snow. And John Snow, at his time of his as a doctor in the UK, there was cholera. He didn't build a cholera hospital. He didn't build a hospital to treat cholera. He went to the source of where people were fetching water and giving them cholera, and solved that problem. So sometimes you go to the source of the problem, solve it. And for me, that's what I believe in. Go to the source of where the problem is occurring, solve it, and you'll save money. You understand what I'm saying? So if John Snow did it, and we are quoting John Snow in the 18th century, he did that in the UK, we can do that in Ghana. So that if there's any problem, go to the source of it. If you say that Galamsey is giving a lot of problems, you solve it, the problem will reduce. I'm not saying go to solve it completely, but at least it will reduce. If you know that hypertension and hypertensive diseases or diabetes and all that is causing a lot of non-communicable diseases, what do you do to see that those who are hypertensive are getting mama care? If those with hypertension are getting the needed care, so the stroke will reduce, so the kidney failures will reduce, so if you solve that, you would have solved the money you would have spent on certain things. It will not be complete. Let me give you another example. You know, Emir Fancy from Central Region, from Accra to Cape Coast, there are a lot of accidents on the road. So His Excellency John Evans Satamils proposing a trauma hospital in Winneba, Midway. So the any accidents, the casualties are now sent to Kolebu 37 Police Hospital. You know what I'm talking about. So they can be treated there. So trauma hospital was built in Winneba, right, to address such concerns. Now it's turned into Central Regional Hospital. In the Central Regional Hospital now in Winneba. In NDC manifesto, we are also looking at the same concept. We are looking at the same concept there. The Eastern Corridor Road. We like it or not, the Eastern Corridor Road, as we drive with our rickety cars and whatever it is, something will happen. Why don't you establish another trauma center on that corridor? You see how people are thinking. On that corridor, should it happen, OT region can serve as a hub. So that should anything happen, OT regions are available. Otherwise, you have to fly or bring such casualties to Kolebu, to 37, to Kumasi, to Tamale. So these are the things that I think that when they confront us, we'll be able to address them holistically. These are some of the things. During H.E. John Dramani Mahama's period, this idea of establishing, or maybe John Mahama, even similar to John Mahama, to establish a new quaternary hospital, a high level of healthcare provision in this country. That's UGMC, right? When UGMC started, people started and said, oh, a lot of things about it. Of course, when COVID came, even the Minister of Health went there to take a rest. When he had COVID, he said he was just resting there. His president, exposed him. This same facility, in a new manifesto, said we're going to turn Kolebu into another quaternary hospital. My brother Kwabena, Kolebu, and look at the buildings there, and tell me if those buildings are fit for purpose. The maternity block. I don't want to be a prophet of doom. So some of these things, we look at the infrastructure in this country, as you have the question that you asked, and make sure that those that need refurbishment and retooling and equipment can be done here.
My telephone will miss a question. Can I answer one?
Oh, don't worry. So not answer. Be sure I also go to my recipe.
So, mene Dr. Jeho Apia, medical director, and aiding common Pacho or Kasama, or spokesperson or health committee.
One of the spokespersons.
Oh, say okay, hobby. It's a medical hobby, and so
okay. Because we saw
question of person who miss ano. Health on a health and co and patch will be sound now one sound. Ebi an episode miss a question be a man sound. And the message out the babas making come 0244 02440132440. But frame on this line 0303 944 864 0303 944 864 0303 944-864. Question Ben and our person will miss a dog now.
Oh yes.
Oh, answer here. But before that, before I may pick my first caller, no many we say me patrol and my catchers under this administration car property because car boy day before we call port to be to your duty. Now why we say no car bar is saying now 400,000 500,000 to second beer me macron for be image per grow trackers or more track and be and more by men pick you we answer me back my become on so much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Pancho, good evening.
Good evening.
Mama Monia to my car Monia.
Josum Patrol Money, tell mommy. Question Ben Obisa.
I saw Dr. Banini.
Banini,
yeah, Patrol. Me from a ball upon your basso. The woman of Quantina on them. Me, I don't know, come on, so. I am my concern Ghana and Cosso and Finish Senia. I know. Patrol.
Hello, good evening. Yes, sir. When you? Unless what dance, my lesson, Patrol, Mammy, too.
I don't know. Ghana Health Service, education, except within the public, and I have a friend at 12 bed. They need to be when you are the somewhere. The more kilometer, I will be on the Jumana, and I really well, you're a herbal practitioner, the mayor of medical and for some way. And you're about to leave out celebrate you know where data to serve the money in our set. Let me know original. It's every particular not I didn't call this year. I feel I'm going to call Kwabena Owusu Agyemang. That is truly not upon us for. Okay, Ghana Health Service. I'm not out. I'm not such a decision. Say, when we say,
That's 0303944 Hello, good evening.
Hello, the governor.
Yes, sir.
The governor read the wow in Yakatapa.
I'm not sure. Bisa question, my man. Hello. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. I'm Patrol Whiny.
Nana Pokumi.
Pokum Patrol Mamintio.
Yo, me Patrol. No, me prefer doctor. No, oh, can't. Zona Muja. Any other corner, and Yana. I don't know. My yeah.
That be obey mama.
Because as I mean, what can I say? And we say, no, can be concerning one-time premium, no. So, and I don't know what about that, and where did what other town can I say? You can see what they are.
Okay.
That one-time premium, on the data, and you can't doco, no. I think that's it, you know. And where did what other town all the coming at now?
All right. Pick it, Nipa for. Okay, with the answer, we see we are now. Okay, Mammy, no answer. Hello, good evening. Okay. Hello, good evening. I pick you, Kasamami. Good evening. Okay, intimate. Me say, me for we intro so. Na. Yes. Okay, dog. Yeah,
Okay. Health promotion. Advantage because Ghana Health Service on board the P my dom warrior on our behalf. People are using herbalists. Okay, please go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Go ahead.
Good evening.
Bacho Whiny.
And that afternoon nutrition can collaborate.
Bacho Mamintu boss.
Yeah. That's one that question person this doctor no. I'm not for NDC buy no. Mutual teachers training allowance and a message training allowance. If you be just a training, I want to be there, Mashawa. A benefit. Teachers training allowances now say lesson training allowances now. And then the cost number to be sana man because they are coming a tube. One of the chairs here. And then the doctor and I'm sure we cure, sir. Teachers training allowances and necessary not allowances. No movement is around the bottle. I saw what can was I will drink a tea.
assume say nipa no oyin ni nti a nam so amoye no ni twesa ade no nti na se na hu ma no na ye nti sa
hello, good evening.
Hello, the governor.
Yes, sir.
The governor will allow me to come with you.
Okay, Mammy, too.
The governor, now me be son, say. What's the national insurance? And one son of president for buy. And I'm the person who say insurance card, no. Abandon member so. Insurance card no be a president for time na nti o tell me say me the minimum say for time na Ghana phone na yetimi na insurance card
ba so we explain it e do the job be chire why
okay right.
That's it okay yeah answer ko
is somebody coming up again?
All right, my original so kakranti.
Okay, my main health promotion and also the Ghana Health Service. We am bode ma when I were other alternative medicine over there.
Well, I remember this last 2 weeks, so I'm sure you know such. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Boss, Bibi Aboko there.
No, the
Makusi Ampacho Mami too.
And now when the buy, turn the buy. Area was born, you said we Ghana to form a health insurance. Sometimes a young man come and yes, a woman book. If you say to form a buy, so if you are below, so you are no for a mad Ghana. And if you say a mad Ghana and can you see to form a buy about the son of the Muhammad and now with the Muhammad or China to see. Eh? Young Kawai, give me a
little. John Muhammad, I did insurance.
Oh, but anyway, I like the question. This is how is it? You're 70 education, educating the public. Ghana is 7 globally.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, thank you. Every question is well. I mean, this is how Ghanaians feel, and I think we should respond to them. First question was about health promotion. That we are not doing enough campaign and other promoting health. One of your alternative medicine and the wafa as in worry. That's I don't know no the hospital. He's very right, but there's also truth in herbalism. There's also truth in herbalism. NDC manifesto say you better research into herbal treatment. Mampong Herbal Center was a little bit Kwame Nkrumah. It is still working. You know, a lot of people have taken advantage there. It will be doing oye papa. No, so many say Ojegonwa na hospitals on the year. Since there were a lot of in our manufacturers is there, we're going to continue the good work. Whoever did it is not important. What is important is there any truth in it? Yet now, if a lot of hospitals go to police hospital, there's a doctor who has been trained in herbal medicine and using herbal medicine. So there's nothing wrong with that. But abuse of it and using and that causing damage to Ghanaians is what you are talking about. So I agree with the person that let us say that those who are doing those adverts, Ghana Medical Dental Council, that because Ghana Health, advertisement. So if you are banning doctors from advertising, why do you allow herbalists to advertise? So we have to sanitize it. Somebody also talk about the fact that we are lying and all that. I wouldn't respond to insults. Right. Yeah, because what I'm saying is that what it means is that has it come to stay? Will it work? That is not important. You understand? And another one is talking about nursing training allowance. Nursing training allowance was not cancelled. And yes, it was not cancelled. And nursing training allowance will not be cancelled. Let me assure my nurses. But let me tell you,
but was not cancelled.
Yes, if something was delayed in its payment today, can you say it has been cancelled? Because a lot of nurses have been owed 3 years. Has it been cancelled?
But your friend is
nurses are suffering. But let me tell you this. The idea behind it was that we're trying to say that how we can move from the diploma diploma schools, to graduate awarding institutions. You understand? In the universities, are they giving allowance? They are giving loans. So if you have upgraded the nursing training schools into graduate awarding universities, they also qualify to get loans. Maybe so. Is so, right?
Sure.
So the diploma ones will still remain, but the idea is to give them a higher education, to have degree awarding universities. Why is it that a nurse who is being trained in let me give a bad example, forgive me, Kolebu as a diploma, all right, is giving allowance? What about the nurse being trained in Legon for graduates not giving allowance? Ask yourself.
Okay.
So for me, you know, that's right.
And it was like, to me, if I happen to be me president now, I'm being.
Oh yeah, I'll be your vice.
Enka nursing training allowance and
teacher training allowance. Uncle,
political. Didn't tell me. Say very political analysis.
Yeah.
Because the idea John Dramani Mahama no and say under that utimsi chip compound be.
That's right.
Right.
I just told you 1,260.
Incrassing. That time. Owie school a show so uko university a na so open loan a utim koje uwie na oye adwuma why dey wa sha se atua eti ene aden na nursing for no we say for no ye mo engine loan rather na sa sika no ye mfanti ubewie ye say sister ne mu ayema na otifie unya adwuma nya but ye see cheap compounds a ye fa wa mo akoye adwuma ye tua ka every month so the allowance
you can rationalize that way. You see obia wa man allowance no so bodo ne bread na say on yet a wire.
Time now, I never question who say first. Why ye bury the Kwame Kuranu pen. So you see, you're short tenting because I choose be this way now police. Now, it was a motivational thing. Oh, one nurse na question. I don't see a same job.
It's all right.
I
wouldn't come to that. Okay, fine. Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something there. It's not going to be cancelled. But I mean, going to give an opportunity for nurses to be upgraded. When they upgrade to degree awarding up to a level of PhD and be a professor. University of Health and Allied Sciences. University of Health and Allied who? You know the vice chancellor is a nurse. Oh yes, the professor. Why can't we give the same nurses the opportunity to rise to that level? Where we want into specialization. So these are some of the things that we are talking about. Oh, look at the doco. It is the person's idea. I won't fight with that person at all.
All right. So, Mami, read this some few messages.
Okay, go ahead.
So, your time now. So,
time
good evening. I think I like this doctor. Try to bring him once again before the election.
Oh yes.
Okay. So, Beba there.
Also,
Michael. Laboni. So, Michael, you better say dog Beba there. Akwasi Ansa says. Fantastic show, and NDC manifesto is super than NDC manifesto in terms of health policies. JDM all the way. Well, yate. Good evening. Okay, Mamenko Ahaze. Watching you live from Wale Wale.
Oh, that's so.
You can give expired rice to students to eat and die when you use task to send your children outside the country, and you still want to kill us. Oh God, help us out of the hands of MPP. We are tired of the punishment. My name is John Adide.
Adide, I think it's modern because the rice that were imported last year had to be repackaged, expired. Some had, a lot of things. It's all going on. You know it, and you can tell them.
I know. Yeah.
So I think this was a really gentleman friend of mine.
Good evening, Kwabena Owusu Agyemang. I every day appreciate your sense of humility in journalism. Can you remember we are still in waiting towards the NAPCO unpaid? Oh,
so NAPCO.
That's a NAPCO egu. And I say,
hey, my brother, what's NAPCO good? Then they are suffering, huh? NAPCO police are suffering.
You know, can say make us all see Jesus. Oh, sorry, power.
Oh, don't check. It's amazing. Jehovah here. Oh, me come Mozama Disco Christo Church.
Mozama.
Was founded by my grandfather. Oh yes.
In the Takwa.
Of course.
Sunday call.
But your mom is most of Sunday manko. But please, you put na makani na.
Ya pon bompa na.
Bompa me hena ne yanko because oko yanko pon na so onto no super gu hena do magana se your friend that election be oyasumdwe ama obiara etina kan biara amado da nyame onfani shira magana fu yinara magana onsanfani tampa bio onfani tampa bio onfra na yempe asunwe hemenim osanda Ghana there's the only hope that we have. So God, we ask you to be with us, guide us, talk and touch the hearts of the Electoral Commission, touch the hearts of the police administration, touch the heart of every Ghanaian who willingly will go and vote, and make sure that God, this peace will remain even after this election, because there's only one country that we have.
Amen. Kolebu CEO and as a board chair, health insurance CEO, health minister up there.
Hey, come if I was a Muslim from Ghana, I can.
Yeah, Doctor Apia, and they did come. My name is Kwabena Owusu Agyemang, the governor. Ochina Yankopon Yard, my director general of former director general of Ports and Harbour, and they didn't come under NDC. So trust me.
Oh, Richard.
And come up.